What, hair combing? Well, because my hair just was washed finally after I went 4 weeks this time without washing my hair. And the reason being is because I do root rinses, which means that I use hair clips. And I put my hair up sometimes when I take a shower, well, like pretty much every day when I take a shower. And I often let the water hit my roots, and then as I get farther into my like time of having been farther away from having washed my hair, I actually just literally like kind of massage my roots. And then a few times my hair was completely wet, but I left it in a braid and clipped up, so that I don't have to deal with the detangling process, because I love having long hair. My least favorite thing about having long hair is the detangling process. I know other people just no big deal, but I hate having to detangle my hair. It's always been the biggest chore, I feel like, when it comes to hair care, in my opinion. I think a lot of people don't consider it to be a chore at all. They just think, yeah, whatever. I'm not even sure I'm going to film this whole thing, because if I have too many tangles, I might just not feel like filming. Never feels as tingly, to be honest. For some reason, I mean, there are tingles on the side, don't get me wrong, but it just seems it's always my right hand side that feels more tingly. I know a lot of people use those continuous spray misters. I just feel like if there's part of my hair that's just too tingly, I give this for I could be doing this for a while. Until I'm ready to start combing through my hair. Because I know a lot of people, they just rip a brush through their hair. But I hate that. I will not do that. A lot of people will just they go for it and they start ripping a brush through their hair, but I'm like, no, you gotta gently prise apart all the knots from washing your hair. And I think in that section I might actually put more, the excess of the detangling spray in here too. Be here for a while. long while. It's super tedious because I'm not gonna rip a brush through my hair. I know some people would just rip a brush through their hair, but I'm not gonna do that. Even the unbrush, I do think it's good for getting knots out of your hair. And I love the wet brush still, don't get me wrong, but the one thing I do like about the unbrush is I feel like it just allows you to kind of brush your hair closer to the root, because honestly, I'm the kind of person that I don't like to brush too close to my roots, just because I feel like that can be too tugging. And this is one of the big reasons I do not wash my hair every single day. Well, first off, that's not good for your scalp. Second off, you know, even once a week, washing and find out when my hair was shorter and I had a little bit of a scalp irritation because I wasn't using sulfate shampoos. Yeah, I did need to wash a little bit more. But I think doing that and henna, just like pure henna, not with like, not some weird mixed with conditioner, like sulfate shampoo is just so good for you, in my opinion. And I'm not talking about low sulfate. I know, like, it's so popular to say sulfate shampoo is bad for you, but I think many people can benefit from a scalp cleanse. I mean, I just realized that because I tried the conditioner washes, and I think doing that along with using like no sulfate or low sulfate shampoos, it just caused a lot of buildup on my scalp. So a few years ago, in order to remedy that, I was using Selsun Blue for a while, but I don't think I'm going to use that one anymore because I just started to feel like that was too drying. Right now, well, once a month, this is my second time using it, okay? I use Garnier Fructis Pure Clean. I guess it has a little bit of salicylic acid in it too, but it doesn't seem like it's quite as strong. And I loved that Selsun Blue for a while, but I was just starting to feel like it was way too strong. Plus, I paired it with a VO5 conditioner that I found to be so drying to my hair and not hydrating at all. This is gonna be full. I like my tangles somewhat priced apart before I start combing, and I will do that. I will prize apart, like this particular section for some reason. I think just something about being right-handed, maybe I'm just putting more pressure to this part of my head when I wash it, but it happens every single time. So I'm just gonna work on like detangling this section before I put a comb into it. Oh, thank you. It's making that weird squeaky noise again. I don't want that. To me, this is monotonous and tedious, so we'll see how long I go live with this. I might just not want to be live that long doing this because it's like, this is so monotonous. So tedious. Alright, so.
It's just this Garnier Fructis 10-in-1 detangler that I really like. So I put a lot of conditioner in my hair, and when I mean a lot, I do mean a lot. Like, my sister had given me this because she didn't like this Moroccan oil one, so I pretty much tapped this thing out, watered it down, and I added more. Like, I did more, like, conditioner. So, yeah, I did more. So when we wash, like, we go through conditioner faster than we go through shampoo. Shampoo can last forever, but conditioner lasts, I don't know, not as long. It's like, conditioner just, like, is depleted. Like, you use it up. And I don't use it by the specifications that other people like, just like the thing that I'm like, no, Cereball. We use a ton because we need our slippy whippy. And things that other people say to weigh down their hair do not weigh down my hair. Like, my hair loves it and it sucks it up. Really, really, really so. Very gentle. Because I feel like this side, I just know for some reason this side just like starts coming out a lot easier for some reason. Like, look, I don't know why. Usually this side, this comes out a lot easier. it's not that much fun to detangle this particular section. Really need to get this section detangled before I can move on. You know what I'm saying? I might just try and unbrush it because, yeah. Hi. 32 minutes in. Oh yeah, friends. This is wavy hair detangling time. It's not a one and done. It takes more time. And this is just round one. And this is why I don't like to wash my hair all the time, because fully wash my hair. Because it's just I personally don't want to get that many tangles in my hair every day. I know some people are like, whatever, I'll just run a brush through my hair, easy peasy. I don't like to do it. I used to wash my hair more, but I don't know, this is just my preference these days. I don't wash my hair as much as I used to. But when I was younger, I didn't. When I was younger, up until I was 20, I used to wash my hair maybe once a week or every few days. There was a time about 10 years ago when I started washing my hair, I think every 3 days or something. And I think the only reason I started washing it more was because I was riding a bike, and I felt it was literally 100 degrees. I love 100-degree weather, by the way. I love super hot weather. I need to escape air conditioning and go outside and thaw out. But I think at that time, because I was riding a bike to and from work and just for transportation all around the city. I still walk now, but bike riding is just a little bit more. It causes you to sweat a little bit more, especially if you're wearing a bike helmet. And I think during that time I was washing my hair maybe every 3 days, but that was the most. And then when I was clearing up the scalp irritation I had a couple years ago, so it goes back and forth. But I would say for the last year, every 2 weeks or every week would be the most, and sometimes it goes up to a month, but depending. But I did henna on my hair, and something about doing henna treatments, I feel you can, maybe this is another thing too, I feel it just really, henna can be conditioning, but it can also be a bit drying to your hair and your scalp. So I think you just end up maybe, these parts of my hair are just so easy to detangle without even putting in any extra conditioner. Man, I don't want to pull on it, but these sections are just very easy. I still feel when your hair's wet, the wide tooth comb is a better guide than just going in with the wet brush. Not the wet brush, but the unbrush. I mean, you can, but I don't know. I just feel when hair's tangled that it tugs a bit more, if that makes any sense. But maybe that's just how I feel about it. I guess other people probably don't feel that way. Let me see. Maybe after a few passes it doesn't. I don't know. I mean, it is pretty smooth, to be honest with you. It's hard to say. So now I'm thinking, is the wet brush, not wet brush, but the unbrush? Yeah, wow, okay, it's kind of sailing through my hair right now. I still kind of want to go in with the comb more though, because I feel the comb, it just has longer, so it gets in there a bit more, especially after you wash your hair. this part, I feel some tingle stuff. Feel some tingliness to this section. Yeah, this section has a bit of tingle to it. Pull it out. Rise it apart. A little bit of water. Yeah, sometimes like you don't need that continuous sprayer thing. Just put your hand under the tap, like the good old-fashioned water tap. It's free, okay? I know, I've fallen for certain things too, but you literally can just put your hand under the tap, or like you can run the unbrush under the water, and that's nature's detangler. You don't need to buy the squirt bottle. You really don't. But that's just my take on it. If you want to buy the squirt bottle, I'm not going to stop you. No. Figure out which sections did I do. Maybe it was this whole section that needs it. We need more detangling friend. This one little section, I say, needs more of our detangling friend, the Slippy Whipper. The thing about wavy hair, it loves to curl into itself, like literally, not even figuratively. See that? Curling into itself. That's its favorite thing to do. It loves that. Curling into itself is its favorite pastime. It's like, let me curl into myself, okay? I love that for it. By the way, I did do a video or live about how I'm kind of over Instagram. I just am so tired of the messaging there. Like, okay. I guess it's funny, but it's not funny. Like, there was this guy. I don't know him. He's not my friend. I've never met him in real life. And I don't know. He must think, like, I don't know what he thinks. But he must think that we were in some sort of fantasy relationship, because he started messaging people, and he must have thought that nobody would ever say anything, that telling them that we were talking about all sorts of things that were kind of spicy. And I'm like, what the heck, you dude? Like, you're weird. You've got a problem. You've got a big problem. That's just weird. That's so strange. And that is stalking, because let's say, like, you're messaging people you don't know to talk about somebody you really don't know that you just have sent messages to, and I had ignored a couple things that this person said to me, and then as a very mature little one, he decided to go like message people. But anyway, whatever, I just blocked the account. I'm just so tired of that. But like, supposedly Instagram is such a good platform and made this is such a good job, but I've never had that problem on TikTok, okay? You don't have like, yeah, there's some dodgy accounts, but they don't message you. Like, I don't know. They just don't do that. For some reason, Instagram is just like the place for dodgy, like, spam or scams or just weird behavior. And I'm just like, so I'll still post reels, but I'm just not as excited about it, because I'm like, I don't know, I've always liked YouTube better anyway, and I just think it's weird that people are insisting that they get messages from somebody that they don't know in person, like insisting. It's kind of Lulu. And then, you know, I'm pretty nice about it. Usually I don't block somebody right away, like just because they sent me a message and I ignore it, I don't just block them. But I could block this guy because he was going a little bonkers, like, I'm just like, I don't know. And I'm just like, this is so weird. Like, what is up with that? Like, friend. Like, we don't even know each other in real life. We've got a problem. A little bit of a problem. And I'm not even worried about it because he lives far away and whatnot, from what he told me. He lives in India. So it's not like I'm scared, like, oh, he's going to come looking for me. I don't feel that. I just think it's weird that he messages people acting like he is my boyfriend or something, and like he's jealous. It's weird. Like, dude, I am not your girlfriend. And whoever is your girlfriend, I'm scared for her if that's how you act. I don't think you have enough emotional maturity to, and he probably does have a girlfriend. That's the scary part. He probably does, but I'm just like, oh, that's weird. And I'm just like, yeah, it's just another thing about Instagram. It makes me like, I like YouTube the best and TikTok. But Instagram, I'm like, you never know. Like, there's always some person trying to send you a message, and at first it might seem innocuous, but then I don't know. But I've just decided I'm so over that. I'm not accepting any new messages on Instagram. Oh no, I'm done with that. I don't need to message people that I don't know on Instagram. I just have Instagram to share my YouTube channel, honestly, and that's it. I'm not interested in being a chatterbean. But Instagram is kind of weird. They don't seem to detect that kind of behavior. I'm like, oh, okay. I feel like TikTok, like they give TikTok a lot of heat right now, but it's like TikTok's being held to a higher standard than Instagram. Like for all kinds of content, messaging, any kind of cyber trolling, bullying, it's being held to a higher standard than Instagram. And why is that? Why is that? It's because Zuckerberg and Facebook and Meta see TikTok as competition, and that's why they made Reels, because they wanted to compete and they didn't want to lose their market. And I know some people are like, oh, but our data, like it's being used by ByteDance, but they did a congressional hearing in the U.S. and they vetted that all the U.S. data is stored on a server in Texas. So that's not even true. What it is about monopolies. Okay? They don't like TikTok because TikTok was more innovative and it did something that they did better. And I guess the guy that works, the American subsidiary, I don't know all the names of the people that works for TikTok, he used to work for Facebook. And I guess, I don't know, if Facebook was a good company, maybe they should have kept him. But he left for some reason, and I don't know all the details, but these are just things I've heard here and there, and I don't care deeply, and I'm not super invested. But this is why people like TikTok more than Instagram right now. Instagram is falling down the tubies because I don't know, like I like talking to a couple of people in there, and I like sharing things with a couple of people that are into like long hair stuff. But the whole Instagram thing's either been spam. I've gotten a lot of spam there. I've gotten a lot of like people that just think that I should talk to them endlessly. Like just men that would get mad if I didn't, like they literally got mad at me if I didn't respond to them like right away. It was weird. And I don't even know these guys. These are just people on the internet. And they're like texting me and they get super mad. And I'm actually a pretty nice person. Like a lot of women just block them left, right, and center. And usually I give people a chance. Like if you're a cool person, I talk to everyone. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you're a man and you might have some passing interest in me and I can't talk to you because I have to be like this influencer paragon that never interacts with their audience in any sort of way. But like I'm a person and I do interact with people and I like to talk to cool people. But when somebody gets weird like that, like weird, I'm going to block them. Like, that's just weird. And I find blocking to be kind of childish in a way. Like sometimes I think people use it for dumb reasons. Like, oh no, we don't agree about politics. I'm gonna block you even though we went to school together. Like literally, 2016. Oh my God, you voted for Trump. Oh my God, you voted for Clinton. Like there were people that were friends, lifelong friends, and they ended their friendships over U.S. politics? Lame. That's lame. Like, I think most people in real life, like, stuff like that, no. I don't even, I'm very, selective with it. I'm not just like, oh my God, like, you're a guy, and you said that I was pretty and I have to block you. I don't do that. I don't like people who are messaging people that they don't know on my page. They're using my page and my comment section to message people, to send them messages about me, and I don't know. I just decided whatever. That's the best thing you have to do with your time. But now that I had a couple days to think about it, I'm just like, that's pretty weird and kind of sad. Like, is that the best thing? Like, you didn't have anything else going on right now, and you had to do that? I mean, I don't get it. There's something very wrong with that. But it was a very weird situation. But anyway, that was fun. I was near deleting Instagram Saturday, but I was like, no, I don't want to delete my pictures. And there's a few people I like talking to there, so I wouldn't want to delete it just because there were some weirdos on Instagram that can't control themselves and can't behave well, you know.
Thank you. Hello, Caroline.
And one song is just stuck in my head in the beginning, and it's really a good little. I mean, what I like about a lot of like just indie music nowadays is that there are talented people that can just put out a song and people can hear it and it gets traction. But that's a really good song, and I would say it's up there with a lot of like classic 80s songs I've heard, but it has an original modern like spin to it. It's really good. I'm not sure how you say it, Dijo Music or something, but the person that created that song, I'm like, it's very clever. Why are there helicopters flying overhead? Oh, I hate it when that happens. Looking for somebody, I guess. I mean, it doesn't happen every day here, but when it happens, you hear it. Like one time, I don't know why everybody did this, but like if you were told to stay inside, you should stay inside. Like in my apartment complex, I heard a pop. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like a gunshot. And then a few minutes later, there's a helicopter circling over our neighborhood. San Bernardino County Sheriff, everybody stay inside. There is like a shooter like inside of one of the units. I didn't know until later, but apparently everybody ran outside. I'm like, are you guys Lulu? Like they ran outside to see what was happening. And it turned out, I guess it was a man that shot the wall of the apartment, and his wife like was, and everybody ran outside. I'm like, I am not running outside. That is Lulu. Just so they could see what was happening. I'm like, guys. Like, that is. What were they doing? Like, they told you to stay inside. You guys should have stayed inside. I'm not going outside if I hear a noise like that. Oh, no, I am not. Hi. Personally, yeah. It's me. I'm just gonna gently comb. you, everyone. Well, these live streams are about me. It's about you listening to me. It's not about you. What's a live stream? Like the guy, the SEO guy? When you watch, you're like, it's a live where I am the one introducing the topic and you can react to things I'm doing. It's not about you guys. It's just not. Like it's about like what the person who is doing the thing is doing. And you're watching, like Mr. SEO guy. And I've done hair washing video before. I don't plan on doing another one anytime soon because I didn't really find them that enjoyable. So I do something more when I find it to be highly enjoyable. And I don't find hair washing videos super enjoyable. I just like hair combing and styling. That is super enjoyable. So I do the videos that are super enjoyable and fun and keep my channel authentic. I mean, I've done hair washing videos in the past. I would do them more often if I liked them, but I don't like doing them. I just like to get my hair combed out, and then once my hair is combed out, I like to be like on my way. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not mad. I'm just saying I'm not mad. Not mad. I don't know if I will do a video like that. Maybe someday. But I'm not. Okay, let me tell you why. Because I did hair washing videos before. Like, I've done a lot of them. Like, I've done a lot of hair washing videos. But those just did not get views. Like, nobody. Like, there were people that watched them. But it just seemed like more people would watch hair combing video than a hair washing video. That just seemed to be the trend. So I have them on my channel. Like, I have a whole, like, lots of them actually that you can watch. And I'm not saying I'll never make them again. The ones I did, they took a lot of editing, which I'm gonna do another video that has more editing, by the way, to it. I'm like, I didn't have fun doing it. That's all I'm telling you. I'm not mad. I just have noticed, like, if something doesn't seem as fun or the engagement's not as good, like, I haven't made as many of those particular types of video, but maybe again someday. We'll see. also like to still get in here with the comb. Just make sure I'm not everything. Okay, but here's the question about this. Like, are these women having to donate their hair because they want to? Or, like, because it's the only way to make an income? Like, I get it. Like, probably if... And how much are they getting paid? Are they getting paid, like, what they're... Are they being compensated fairly? Because what I've heard is most of the hair people do not compensate these women fully, and that's why the hair extension industry is a form of usury. Do you know what usury is? It's where they treat other people like, to me, that's a form of slavery, because how much are these women paid? Do they want to have their hair cut? Some of them, I've heard stories about male relatives dragging women to salons or wherever to have their hair cut, to make a little bit of money. That's what I've heard. Not in all cases, but... And I know there's some temples where people, like, donate the hair of their own free will, and that's part of their faith. That's one thing. It's not something I would do. But is this to feed the Western obsession with hair extensions? And this is why hair extensions are so unethical. And that's like when, and like in the US too, when they go to women and they're telling women that, oh, that they need to donate their hair, like for, like, you know, like children who suffered from cancer and things, to make them a wig. But a lot of those organizations don't even make a free wig for the child. And the wig doesn't even fit that long. And then it turns out that nowadays, what they don't want you to know, what they don't want you to know is that the artificial hair, like the wigs with the artificial hair for people who want to wear like a wig or something, they actually look pretty good. Like, if you want to wear a wig, why does it have to be another human's hair? I just find that so unethical to me, unless it's something that a woman is 100% fully compensated for and that she agrees to. And a lot of these cases, we know they're not fully compensated. So there's guys in helicopters that are making millions of dollars off the hair extension industry. So yeah, I have a problem with it. But the salons are never going to be against it because it's part of their bread and butter. They're not going to shut down anything that's their bread and butter. You know, I don't know. It's another reason I'm not into salon industry, and I find salon, and I know, like, if you just go to the salon and get your hair cut, whatever, that's one thing, but maybe question, like, why do you need to have another human's hair on your head? Is that not kind of creepy? I think. That's the problem that bothers me, like, and the people in the West know it, okay? They know it, because there's actually a documentary about how this one guy was trying to remedy that, and he was trying to compensate the women more, but it wasn't even that much. He gave, like, this woman $100, and he's like, oh, but in the exchange rate, that's more than they usually would get, like, $3. And I'm like, that's still kind of crummy. But whatever, like, at least he was trying to be a bit better. But these middlemen, they know what they're doing. But hey, and now I guess there's a hair extension shortage and whatever. I don't support any of that. I think if you wear hair extensions, you should ask yourself why. Like, some people, like, I hear people say, oh, if I cut my hair, I don't like it, I can just get extensions. At whose expense? Whose expense are you doing that at? And why does it have to be another human's hair? is something that's not discussed enough. Human hair extension industry is slavery. It's slavery, pure and simple. It's slavery because these women are not being compensated for something that belongs to them. And I find that to be like a form of Western slavery towards these women. Like, or usury at best. And that's not a good thing. So if you buy wigs or weaves that have real human hair, maybe you should ask yourself, why does it have to be real? Why can't it be synthetic? Like, do you know? You don't know the origin of that hair, and you don't know if the person who, and a lot of the women, honestly, we know the truth. A lot of them are forced to do it by a male relative who is compensated and not them. And that's the truth. Not everybody's compensated. So you're saying that they don't really, I mean, if they want to donate their hair for spiritual reasons, that's different. I know the temples, it's a little bit different. That's a part of like certain faiths. But in other cases, I don't know. But once again, I think it comes down to Western people like thinking that they are entitled to change their hairstyle up as much as they want and have to use another human's hair to do it. Like if you feel like you are entitled to change your hairstyle up that much, why can't you just buy a synthetic wig? Why does it have to be another human's hair? And I go, because human hair acts and does all the things that I want it to do. And I'm like, yeah, but there's even people that have lost their hair like for really bad reasons, and they still wear synthetic wigs, and there's good looking synthetic wigs. Plus, a lot of faiths only allow you to wear a synthetic wig, not a real human hair wig. And I personally have a big moral issue with hair donation for myself. I don't believe in it. I think it just is spiritually unethical for me, for my personal belief system. That's my take on it. But other people should do what they want, but since you brought it up, that's what I think about it. Everybody has very different takes on it. Obviously, this is not a pro hair extension channel. I mean, nobody needs to be wearing another human's hair on their head. Unless they just don't care about other human beings, really. Like, why would you need that? Is it necessary? Like, I don't know. Would you wear another human's fingernails? It's just creepy. It's creepy. It really is. I've thought it was creepy for a very long time, but there's just something about, and it's not just Western society. I think it's just like elites, people who think things are disposable. Like, if you're gonna buy something, you should be using it for a long time. You shouldn't be part of disposable culture where I can change it up all the time. Why? Like, that's why I love long hair and wearing my own long hair, and I get some people can't grow their hair, and maybe they want to wear a wig for certain reasons. Like, they have certain cosmetic reasons that they want to wear one. I'm not talking about that. That's different. But like, if you don't, like, if you're not experiencing baldness for some like medical reason, and you're just wanting to wear another human's hair for funsies, maybe you should ask yourself deep in your heart, like, do you know the origin of that hair? Was that woman compensated? And why do I need to wear another human's hair on my head? And those are 3 questions that the salons aren't asking because they just want to make money, you know? Yeah, but that's their faith, right? In that case, they're donating their hair for their faith. So I guess I can't say, like, you know, depending on the situation, but everybody else seems okay with hair donation and extensions. I think it's just a very few of us who have a qualm about it. Well, I know Islam doesn't like it. And I actually say Islam is right on that one. Like, as a Christian that has a lot of respect for Islam, who sometimes is very Islamically curious, yeah, I kind of respect them more on that. Like, I just do. Because a lot of things that Islam says just resonate with me a lot. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but that's just how I feel, like, on that. But I don't care what other people do with their lives. That's just my take on it, you know? See, that's the thing, I'm not. Like, you don't really watch my channel and listen to everything I'm saying. Like, you're just assuming that. I just like long hair. You assume that it's a fetish for me, but it's not, because if it was, I'd be posting pictures of lots of people with long hair, and I don't do that. I just talk about my own hair. Like, have you ever noticed that? Like, if you have a long hair fetish, like, you're gonna be one of those hair appreciation accounts. Especially lots of pictures. You don't get it. You still don't get it. Like, the whole time I've been talking about what is the dark side of the hair fetish. It's that a lot of us are growing our hair long because we believe in the spirituality and the beauty of long hair. And it could be a personal spiritual reason, or it could be like just a higher power spiritual reason that, yes, I believe in an Abrahamic monotheistic God. Allah, Yahweh, whatever you want to call him. I believe in Allah and Yahweh, okay? That's what I believe in. And I believe that hair has like some power to it, okay? So that's my belief. It's not, and I don't know, I've just always thought that long hair was beautiful, and I think it can be feminine and masculine, or whatever you want it to be for yourself. Like, those are just some of my personal beliefs about long hair, but whatever it means to you is what it means to you, but don't interpret what it means to me, you know? What long hair means to you and why you like long hair is most likely and most certainly not the reason I'm into long hair, you know? I'm just saying. There's a big difference. I never said that. I just said I'm not into hair fetish. That's all I'm telling you. You can have any interpretation of why you like long hair. And honestly, if I do a live stream, I just do it on my phone. I don't want to do it on a tablet. I have a laptop. I could live stream on my laptop if I wanted to. But here's the reason I don't do that. Because the live stream is just about me, and I'm the entertainment, and you can write a comment or two, but that doesn't mean you get a lot of responses. In fact, that was one of my criticisms of Instagram. You don't get to dictate. You don't get to say and how I respond. I respond how I want. I mean, I could just not respond at all. That's all. And you're taking away the enjoyment of the live for people that just want a fun, easygoing chat. So don't be so demanding. We don't like it around here. No sorry boppers. We definitely don't. I think there's something lost in translation here. I think there's like a little bit of something's not quite syncing out. But I'm sorry to the people. Like, let's scroll back and read some of the better comments, because these are just not what I want. Yeah, kind of went downhill. Thanks, Pete. Thank you, Claude. Madria.